I just got off the phone with my Spanish lesson for the morning, and I got a number of meetings and things going on today. So I thought I would do my Tao of the day early. If you are up and with me, why don't you come on? Give me a number between 1 and 81, and we will talk about your Tao for the day. The Tao is translates as the Canon of Reason. It is a beautiful magical book of 81 verses, which is why I ask you to pick a number between 1 and 81, and we will read one of the beautiful chapters of the Tao for you. I will pick one for myself, and from there we will start this journey together. I don't know if I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna pick 74. If you realize that all things change, there is nothing you will try to hold on to. If you aren't afraid of dying, there is nothing you can't achieve. Trying to control the future is like trying to take the master carpenter's place. When you handle the master carpenter's tools, chances are you'll cut your hand. Now, I read this not long ago. I always It's always interesting how many times I've read over things, but it's it's always still really important. Like this first line: if you realize that all things change, there is nothing you will try to hold on to. And I don't want to hold on to anything. I want to be able to grow and let go and just allow things to be as they are. I think we get caught up in the world today with this idea of manifesting um and trying to evoke change. And maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it's good to be able to, utilize your connection to the universe to have things. But I always say, that which I want is so much smaller than everything that is. And my mind can't conceive of the grandness and the greatness that I can achieve. There's so little that I am actually aware of. And so it's so important for me to realize that all things change and there's nothing. So if you realize that all things change, there is nothing you will want to hold on to. There's nothing you will try to hold on to. And that's a big thing. What are you trying to hold on to today? What are you trying to hold on to in your life? What ideas, what concepts, what things in your life are you trying to hold on to? Are you open to allowing those things to go away? Are you open to allowing yourself to lose that which you think you need in your life in order to have you, in order to have that which you are? And I think that that's a big lesson. If you aren't afraid of dying, there is nothing you can't achieve. And I like to look at children here. Like children, like they'll walk across the top of a swing, they'll climb things, they'll they'll pick up snakes in the road. They're gonna do all of these things and they're gonna do it without thinking. They're gonna do it, and maybe they won't be safe, but it's very possible that that's because they're not afraid of dying. It's not about being safe. You're living your life. How many things do we do because we're afraid we're going to get stranded, or we're afraid? How many things do we not do because we're afraid we're going to get stranded? We're afraid we're going to get, you know, hurt. We're afraid that we're just afraid. And if you aren't afraid of dying, there's nothing you can't achieve. You can do and be anything. And if you've just joined me, this is Tao of the Day. Join me up here on stage and give me a number between 1 and 81, and we'll go through your Tao for the day. I'm currently reading 74, which is fairly short. So if nobody joins me, I might end this pretty quickly. But if you realize that all things change, there is nothing you will try to hold on to. If you aren't afraid of dying, there is nothing you can't achieve. And these are truth. Like everything is going to change. everything you have, you have within your possession. Everything that you have in your life, every relationship, every thought, every, like all of, like, your tight skin, your, your toe fungus, your job, your relationship, everything is going to change. It doesn't mean it's going to go away necessarily, but it is going to change. It's going to spread, it's going to stop spreading, it's going to grow, it's going to change. Like, change is the constant, and if we can embrace that change is the constant, then there's nothing we will try to hold on to. We will just let it all go, let it all be. And this is something I've been really working on recently, this idea that, like, I just want to be here right now in this moment, not afraid of dying, not afraid of anything coming and taking me away. There's nothing. But if I can live, as it says here in number 74, if you aren't afraid of dying, there's nothing you can't achieve. That's the thing. If you're not afraid of dying, you can just step up and be who you are right now. Who you are. Who are you right now? Join me and pick a number between 1 and 81, and we'll go through your Tao for the day. But I'm going to continue going through 74 as we continue talking. Trying to control the future is like trying to take the master carpenter's place. So trying to control the future is trying to get things to not change, trying to get things to be as you want them to be. But the thing is everything changes. So maybe it's changing into what you want it to be. But in trying to control it, you're trying to take the master carpenter's place. When you handle the master carpenter's tools, chances are you're going to cut your hand. And that's so beautiful. It's such a beautiful way to end this. It's like you wanting to control your future, you wanting to get that better job, you wanting to get that better relationship, you wanting to get to that other place, you wanting to be somewhere else, you want to be something other than you are right now. And you are heading towards who you are going to be. You are on course. You are in your path. You are doing everything right now as you are instructed, as you are embraced by the Tao, by the universe, by God, by everything. You are here receiving all of that, and it's still, you want to be something else. You want to be somewhere else. You want to be something else. You want to be someone else. But there is nothing else for you to be. And there's nothing else that you will be other than you. And so every time you look to the future and say, this is what I want, which is what I do not have, you're actually just not able to embrace who you are. And chances are, here it says chances are, it's not permanent, it's not solid, it's not as if there is no opportunity at all for you to succeed. Maybe you will succeed in getting that house, getting that relationship, getting all of those things that you think you want in your life. But chances are that if you try to control the future, you're going to cut your hand. Trying to control the future is trying to take the master carpenter's place. When you use the master carpenter's tools, chances are you'll cut your hand. I'm going to read this one more time because both of these connect very, very, very beautifully. If you realize that all things change, there is nothing you will try to hold on to. See, trying to hold on to things is trying to control the future, trying to say, I want this to stay the way it is. Our entire marriage system is set up for that, right? Like, I am going to love you no matter what. Well, you don't even know what no matter what looks like yet. You only have most people don't get married in their 60s, right? Most people get married, before they even have half their life behind them. And so they're already trying to control the future. If you aren't afraid of dying, there's nothing you can't achieve. That's a big one. Like, if you're not afraid of dying, like, dying is the thing that drives so much. So many people, like, buy so many things for their home and try to avoid feeling because they're afraid of dying. They're afraid of running out of time. And they're like, I can't die because I have all of this stuff. I can't die because I'm doing all these things. And that's a fear of death. And if you're trying to control the future, if you're trying to hold on to something like life, if you're trying to hold on to your relationship, if you're trying to hold on to your identity, then you're holding on to those things because you're afraid of dying. There's so much fear in death. Trying to control the future is like trying to take the master carpenter's place. The master carpenter being God or the universe or the Tao or whatever you want to call it. They know what's going on and they're taking you on your path and you're fulfilling your purpose. You're living your purpose. You're complete right now and you are completing your self, meaning you're moving towards death. And to be able to do that without trying to take control of your future, like taking control of your future, that relates to being afraid of dying. Like if you want to take control of your future, then you want to survive, you want to be here, you want to accomplish something. But taking control of your future is like taking the master carpenter's place. When you handle the master carpenter's tools, chances are you're gonna cut your hand. And you don't want to do that. You don't want, like how many times have you cut yourself by trying to get what you wanted and realized that wasn't what you wanted at all, or realized that you weren't ready to have what you wanted? And that's the big question. Right. So this is 74. If anybody wants to come and join me, please do. I really appreciate people coming on and giving me a number between 1 and 81, and we'll travel through a Tao with you. That'd be wonderful. I would be ecstatic to talk to you about the Tao. The Tao is something that got me through a lot of my hard times in terms of my addictions, and I got almost, I'm less than 10 days away from having 21 years clean and sober, and I'm excited about that. And the Tao has been something that has guided me to this place, and I'm really really grateful for that. And this is a Recover Yourself production. I'm your host, Martin John, and until next time, keep recovering yourself.